Hello, and welcome back to the Slightly Overweight podcast. Hold the applause. I know. Episode number 30. And, what?
I don't know.
So, a lot has happened in the week that has passed since the last podcast, and I just want to say, thank the Lord that climate change is real. Because, bro, we had a 71 degrees Saturday, and it was beautiful. I forget what we did. We went motherfucking bowling.
No, we went to the park.
What park?
The dog park.
And didn't we go bowling after that?
Yeah, but that was at like 9 p.m. after the weather was
Okay,
at
this is
72
true.
degrees.
During the weather that was nice, we went to the dog park with Opie and all the other dogs that we have for some reason because our family has so many dogs for no reason. Took all 4 dogs.
Because they're cute.
Opie, Franklin, Ophelia, and Opal, I think. I'm just kidding. Winnie and Mabel. Those were their maiden names, but they have since been married to Mackenzie's mom. Okay, so here's the thing. If you go to a restaurant and somebody says, like you're new to the restaurant, but somebody that you're going with has been before, and they're like, hey, it's on a secret menu. You just order this. Like, there's a Mexican restaurant that I go to, or used to go to, called Pepe's, and they had wings that weren't on the menu, but they were super good. That's a secret menu thing, right?
It's on the menu now.
It is on the menu now. I don't know if you guys have been to McDonald's recently, dude, but there's this new advertisement thing that they're doing where it's like, I forget what they call it. It's like...
mashups?
Nah, it's like secret menu type shit. It's like off the menu.
Yeah, because they're like mashups.
It's like order the secret menu item as if it's some crazy thing that you order and it's completely different.
But it's on the menu.
It's on the menu, but if I wanted, so one, for example, is a McDouble with chicken nuggets on the burger, right? If I order that and I say, yo, I want the special McDouble burger. Fuck, that was dumb. The McDouble with the chicken nuggets, in my head, just like whenever you order a cheeseburger, it comes as a whole cheeseburger. In my head, they would put the chicken nuggets on the burger and give it to you. That's not how it goes. They give you the 2 fucking things separate and go, here you go, make that shit.
How do you know that?
Because it was on fucking Alex's story, and then I went to the McDonald's because I was like, look here, I might try it. Because he was like, they make your ass assemble this shit. And I went to the McDonald's, I was like, hey, if I hypothetically was to order that chicken nugget McDouble, does it all come together? He was like, let me go ask my manager. And he comes back in like 30 minutes. He's like, oh, so you do have to assemble it yourself. You just get chicken nuggets and a McDouble, and you have to put it on there yourself. And I was like, then why am I ordering I'll just order it separately, dude. Like, that makes 0 sense to me.
That is weird.
I get that, you know, I don't know. Just fucking put it together. It's like, is that how it's always going to be now? They're just going to fucking give you, the ingredients to make a sandwich and be like, there you go, you do that.
I don't know. In some aspects, that's kind of nice.
How's that?
What if you just wanted to get a cheaper McDouble and chicken nugget? Because it is cheaper than buying them both separate.
Is it actually? Can you verify?
I know for a fact that the one with the hash brown on it, the hash brown comes free technically.
Totally check the chicken nugget McDouble price real quick and verify that. Because if it's actually the same price, that's funny as fuck. Then it's like, yeah, just put it together. Do it yourself, It's not a secret menu item if you have to do it yourself, It's like it's like a puzzle at that point, If I'm ordering an art piece, I want it to be an art piece, not...
Okay, what is it?
It's called the chicken nugget McDouble or something like that. Or like the crunchy sandwich. The crunch. Which... It might not be on the online version. I'm not familiar. Great news though, I haven't tripped up the stairs this week. After a deep investigation of the video that I posted on Instagram at Hayden SJ Smith, follow me if you want to, and also like this for the algorithm. I know we're 6 minutes late into this bitch, but if you hit that like button and hit that follow button, that'd be amazing. don't feel bad if you forget, because I forgot too. So that's normal, but, you know, do it, and it helps us a big time. Especially if you're on Spotify. We're really trying to grow the Spotify followers. We're at 25 right now. If we can hit 26 and not 24, that'd be baller. We're steady going up, though. We're mountain climbing, and we're climbing the mountain. Slowly but surely, one step at a time. One toe at a time right now. We'll put a whole foot down here soon, hopefully. I'm the best at analogies. Mackenzie knows that is...
You were talking about bowling, and then you just, like, went off on this whole other fucking tangent.
I was talking about bowling. I talked about the dog park. I was talking about bowling. You talked about the dog park.
I know, and then you were going to go back to bowling afterwards, and then you got stuck on McDonald's.
Fuck the bowling. I'm a good bowler, basically. That's what I was going to say. Like,
whatever. I got a 180.
Out of Mackenzie and I, on average, your boy murders it. Come on, comment. If you want to come up here, come here. You want to be on the podcast? Come on. Come on, comment. Come on. Comment. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Hey, let's go. She never cuddles with me unless there's a camera around. I swear to you. I literally swear to you. She's like, I just need the audience to know that I am a lovable kitty and for them to buy me mini Shiba. Hello, Hayden's audience and slightly overweight. I'm also slightly overweight, so as you can see as well, they feed me real good here, but I don't get enough Shiba, so.
What is it called? I need to know what it's called. Because.
Can you look up on Google like Crunchy McDouble sandwich hidden item?
Crunchy McDouble?
Yeah, they call it like the Crunchy sandwich or the Crunchy burger.
Well, I asked what it was called. You said it's a McDouble with chicken nuggets, so I typed that in.
No, then I said Crunchy after. Reroll the tape. I might not have said Crunchy. I might have said it in my head actually. But so spring break is in less than 7 days, officially, and I think so. Fuck, is it 2 weeks away?
Sorry, what was it?
Here, I'll look it up. Sorry. Spring break is next week, officially. And Mackenzie and I and Berna, Mackenzie's mom, and her friend are going to a super cool place. I might have talked about this last podcast, but I also forget. For you audio listeners, Comet is sitting on my lap. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but she's very cute right now. If she was purring, I'd put the mic up to her, but she doesn't purr.
Bro, I wish they had it on, like, the actual McDonald's website, because I want to know how much prices. They cost.
Damn, that's stupid. Anyway, double fuck McDonald's for, one, making you assemble it, and also not putting it on the fucking online menu. Maybe it's at participating McDonald's or something. You know, it's one of those things.
No, it's not. Because it would show up on my app because it's my location and they're obviously here.
That's true. Well.
But I want to know what the price is.
Yeah. We may have to update you on the chicken McDouble crunchy burger price later. But we have way bigger news to get to, Mackenzie. And something major happened.
What?
A couple of days ago, Mackenzie was doing laundry and I forget what I was doing. I was doing something in the bedroom. And out of the blue, I think Mackenzie went to go blow her nose or something, and her nose began to slightly bleed a little bit. And if you're slightly queasy, this story may not be for you. Okay? So her nose starts to bleed, and I'm like, oh shit, go to the bathroom, put paper towel or toilet paper on there. And she's in there. I'm folding the laundry, trying to be a good boyfriend, trying to help out, and folding it all wrong, of course. I think I just did my laundry. I think I just left hers on the side of the bed. Such a good boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I offered to do hers, but I put it in the wrong drawers and shit, so. But she knows where all my shit goes, though. I don't know. But so, like, a couple of minutes go by. I'm like, yo, I'm checking in. Like, hey, are you doing okay? And she's, like, getting frustrated because it's not stopping. And she's had nosebleeds before, all throughout her childhood. And her, like, strategy to get rid of them in the past was just to blow her nose until the blood stopped, basically. Until, like, I don't know what the fuck, but, like, until the blood just stopped going out of her nose.
Yeah.
So that was the tactic. And I was like, don't do that this time. Like, hold it. And she starts blowing it and stuff, and like we're trying to everything to try to get it to stop. I'm Googling. It's getting a little bit more frantic. It's been like 15 minutes, and it says after 30 minutes, like go seek help and shit. And so I'm like, try this, pinch it, and don't let any of it come out of your nose. And she does that. It doesn't stop. She's like spitting it out of her mouth, and then I see it come out the.
I didn't spit it out of my mouth. It was running. Out of my mouth.
You know that hole. Also, weird ass thing. The hole that goes between your nose and your mouth. What the fuck is that? Like, it literally carries snot and air. Like, I don't know. But it starts coming out of her other nostril too. So it's going out of both nostrils and her mouth. At this point, I'm thinking, like, I don't even know what I was thinking, to be honest. I'm just scared. I'm trying to be the strong. I was like, the strong, anchor, the rock for her to, not be. But then I start seeing the blood come out of her mouth in globs, and she's freaking out and like starting to cry. And I was like, oh fuck, because when you cry, it just puffs everything up like nasal wise, and we're both like very scared at this point. So I'm like, I'm gonna call your mom. I call her mom, and in hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea to point the camera directly at Mackenzie's face the second that the FaceTime call like started, because her mom basically just got a phone call, and then Mackenzie was just puking like blood into the toilet and also through her nose and also almost her eyes. So her mom's freaking out. I'm freaking out. Mackenzie's freaking out. I'm like, well, what the fuck did we do? She's like, how long is... She's like giving us the whole rundown, asking us questions and everything, as moms do. And Mackenzie's like really flipping out at this point, because her mom's flipping out. I'm flipping out. She's flipping out. And then I'm like, okay, should I call 911? And her mom says, yes, call 911. So I got off the phone with her. I dialed 911. So weird to actually call that number, by the way. I know they like train you your whole life to call it, but the second you actually go doot 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 and hit the fucking thing, it's hello 911. What's your emergency? Like, it was surreal as fuck. I was like, all right, listen, bro. I got so fucking like dad mode on them.
So I'm pretty sure that the crunchy double.
Pause the bloody nose story. Mackenzie's got update.
I think the crunchy double is like $5.98, but a 6-piece is like $2.50 something, and a double cheeseburger is $2.99. So it'd be cheaper to get the hacked menu than both items.
Hacked menu. That's what the fuck it's called. Fuck the hacked menu, but it is cheaper technically. Good news. It's not all bad. You save a little bit of money.
I think I couldn't really find the price of that.
Well, like I said, we'll test it out. We'll get back to you. But unpause the fucking nosebleed story. I know you have so much suspense hanging on you. I'm on the phone with them. I'm in dad mode like a motherfucker. Mackenzie's bleeding and crying out of her nose and mouth, and I'm like, yo, listen. I need you to get to our address right the fucking now. I got a heavy nosebleed. It's been going for 15 minutes. And she's like, what's the address? And I literally had the biggest brain fart. We've lived here for fucking 6.5 months or something at this point. So I'm on the phone, and Mackenzie's in her fucking puking blood. She's like, and she tells me the number, and I'm relaying the number to the lady on the phone. I'm like, all right, so she just told me that, I don't know, she told me the address, here it is. So I give her the address, and she's like, actually, we have somebody in your area. They'll be there very soon. And then she just kept asking us like questions about like, is she doing this? Is she doing that? And I was trying to answer the best I could while also checking on Mackenzie.
Watching me bleed out into the toilet.
It's so scary, bro. Because I've seen people puke. I've seen so many people puke. Like nothing, bro. But the second that is her red and the bloody, dude, shit changes, man.
I was going to say, if it's red, it could just be because you ate too many goddamn Takis.
Takis. Yes, true. If it's red, it can mean two things. Takis or internal bleeding or nosebleed. I know that's 3 things. But so I'm like, yo, get here now. So she says, coming soon. She says, stay on the line, though, so I'm, like, talking to her. Even though she probably should have been talking to Mackenzie to, like, calm her down or something. But I, like, leave
Mackenzie. I couldn't talk.
True.
Too much shit coming out of my
like,
face.
you know, like, whenever you come out of a pool and you suck water into your nose and it's coming out your mouth and you try to talk, that's kind of what I was imagining Mackenzie was feeling at that point. And she said, okay, they've arrived. And I was like, already? Damn. She was 3 seconds flat, literally. Not 3 seconds, 3 minutes at least. But like,
it was less than that.
It was fast as fuck. I was like, damn. So they knock on the door. Doo, doo, doo. Mackenzie comes down. She's over the toilet, still nose bleeding, still puking out her mouth and stuff. And they're like,
puking.
You know what I mean? The nose, the blood was flowing from her nose through that weird ass fucking
was so clogged in my nostrils that it started to come out.
What is that hole called, dude? The esophageal path?
Flap, that's down here, and it changes between your esophagus and your larynx.
But what's that nose flap, dude? The mouth, nose, the ear, nose, throat, mouth flap. So they come in, and
your pharynx.
My pharynx?
It connects the nose and mouth to the larynx. Oh. But I want to know what connects the nose to the mouth.
Well, the larynx is the mouth.
What are the flaps inside your nose? Nasal valves.
Nasal valves? What a dumb...
It's not even really like a flap. It's like...
There's holes?
Yeah.
Interesting. So... Her nasal fucking valves were clogged and also flowing into her mouth. The EMT and the fire truck are out there. Not like a small car. A full-ass fucking fire truck and an EMT ambulance is parked outside of our small-ass apartment. Literally a tiny-ass road. No cars could get past if they wanted to. Thank God they weren't like blaring the siren or anything.
Yeah, they were really quiet.
They were like, bro, we were not expecting that much. And they walk in, and this dude, they were really cool. This dude, the EMT guy, there's one dude, so there's three guys. There's one dude with a backpack on. He walks in. He looks like he's about to go fucking hiking through the Himalayas and also all of Italy. He's got a backpack so fucking thick on. The second dude, a really big buff guy, super funny. He's got nothing on but like a glove and a phone. You know, like the phone on the waistband thing? He's got that. And then the third guy, he's the paperwork guy. He's talking to us like, hey, what's the condition? What's happening here? Have you had sex in the last 6 months? He didn't ask us that. But he was the guy that had the paper thing. And he was talking to Mackenzie, kind of assessed the situation. And then bro with the backpack whips it down like he's fucking in the Navy or something. Unzips that bitch fast as fuck. Whips out this ice pack thing. Hands it to the buff dude with the backpack. Or no, with the phone on his hip. And the buff dude with the phone on his hip, he's done this for so many years, you could tell. So he takes the ice pack, and then with his right hand, he clamps that thing because it's motion activated or something. Like,
yeah, it's like you have to break something on the inside.
Yeah, you like break a crystal, and then that releases a chemical that causes a chemical reaction, anti-thermal, that makes it cold. And as he does that, the bag fucking bursts and shatters everywhere. So he's like, fuck! And then he grabs the second one, does that one. He's like, we're going to give you a cold compress. Put that on the bridge of your nose. If you didn't know, putting something cold on your nose during a nosebleed somehow stops the bleeding. So, not 30 seconds after the contact of the cold compress to her nose, the blood actually stops.
I think it was stopping like before that, but...
Yeah, but they were already there. So they gave us the compress and everything, and about 5 minutes later, it was done.
And then they leave.
Yeah. So, like, if you don't know about insurance or anything, an ambulance and a fire truck is expensive as fuck because you're wasting a lot of time and resources for them to come get you. I don't know how much it ended up being.
They didn't charge me for it. They didn't even take my name down.
Yeah, that was weird. They did take your name down.
Well, they just had me sign.
Yeah, they didn't take your insurance though. No, I gave them your name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have my insurance. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody was like, "That's a $2,000 hospital or ambulance visit," and I was like, "I don't know. We'll see." So.
I don't know why they didn't charge me. I also thought it was weird.
But then it started bleeding again, and they had to go to the emergency room, and it was a whole...
And then it stopped in the fucking thing. I went back, they talked, and then I left the emergency room, and then it started bleeding again.
Yep.
But I just dealt with it on my own, because...
Yeah, and then, gross warning, you ever seen a blood clot before? If not, that shit looks like a black snake coming out of your fucking nose that you pull. And it's slimy as shit, dude. When I was a kid, I would put the rag up to my nose during the nosebleed, and that would like attach to the blood clot.
Aces or end zone?
Aces for sure. Okay. And it would attach to the blood clot, and I would pull the rag away from my nose, and this slimy fucking blood clot would come out like literally a earthworm.
Okay, no, whatever.
Ugh.
I bet the blood clots you had were no bigger than like an inch to 2 inches.
No, at least down to my butthole.
No.
Like that.
No, when I got to the ER and I was like, Mom, this hurts so bad I can't do it anymore, I took that shit out and threw it in like, which is still like against the rules.
Biological
of, like,
fucking shit.
Biological shit in like a trash can outside the front of a.
People have nutted on like walls before. I think a blood clot's okay.
But like I look like a clown, like pulling like scarves out of my nose.
But it was coming from your nose and it was blood.
It was probably a good like foot.
Dude, David Blaine wishes he could do that shit.
It was horrible. And then it like you know like when the end of it comes out, it just kind of like flings and like.
Yeah.
And then you're like trying not to like get it on yourself.
Oh! Like a little rubber band, fucking.
Like slingshots.
I wasn't there for that, thank God, dude. But her description of it was all I needed actually.
Well, Mom wasn't gonna look, and then she looked like right as I pulled the last little bit out of my nose, she just started like gagging.
But it is what it is, and that's your lesson today. You want to pinch the nose and then hold your head back as far as possible. I'm just kidding. But nosebleeds are serious.
And put a fucking ice pack on it. Apparently that's all you gotta do.
Put an ice pack on that bitch, if it's really not stopping. But also,
and the lady did tell me just to blow my nose.
Yeah, she did say that. To get the blood clot out, though, not during the nosebleed. So.
Yeah, she said after it stops, like, the biggest thing you want to do is blow your nose to make sure it's actually done.
Yes, this is true. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I started last podcast with saying that I wanted to get a guitar, and I never expanded on that. So I used to hate country music. Not hate it. I just like really, like if it was on, I would switch it to something else. And recently, I've been really challenging like things that I've normally hated my entire life.
I'm
like,
so sorry. I just burped like that whole time.
You can't burp during my soliloquy, motherfucker. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Motherfucker. Define the word soliloquy. Smart as fuck. Such a good use of the word.
You were talking while she...
Soliloquy definition. Why am I always a grandpa when I have to use my phone in front of other people? Soliloquy. The act of talking to oneself, dude. This whole podcast is a motherfucking soliloquy. Soliloquies. Written by Hayden. I've been really challenging shit that I hate. I've grown up hating. And those things have been like horror games, country music, fish. And I've not conquered all of them, but I've at least tried them. So I tried fish on a fish.
You haven't tried cottage cheese.
You will never get my ass to try cottage cheese, dude. I've really grown on spinach, though. Spinach and me have a different relationship than we did in preschool. Because in preschool, we had to eat spinach. And my ass was so fucking dramatic as shit my entire life, but especially in Head Start, which is the place that I went for fucking preschool.
Or daycare.
They made us eat spinach, and my ass literally like nibbled on that shit and went, ugh, and literally.
Was it cooked or was it?
It was slimy, like wet.
So it was cooked.
Yeah, and like if it looked like a leaf, that's different. But the shit that comes in the can, like the fucking bicep dude, Popeye with the forearms and shit, disgusting, bro. But nowadays I probably wouldn't like it. But I've really been challenging that. Fuck cottage cheese. But I tried fish tacos, and it was actually ass. It was pretty ass. I think it was salmon.
No, it's catfish, I thought.
No, because I like catfish. It was salmon because it had the weird-ass fucking texture, man.
No, it wasn't. It was fried fish. It was catfish.
Maybe it was catfish.
But you had shrimp tacos, too, because one of y'all got shrimp and one of y'all got fish.
True. Fuck all fish tacos except for maybe ones that I haven't tried yet. But the ones that I have tried are disgusting. So I've been branching out doing that. And then I played a couple horror video games that are like meh. I like scary stuff, I found out. Like scary games. We watched this movie called Underwater House or Beneath House or Deep Hole House.
Deep House.
It's called Deep House. And it was on some fucking streaming. Go find it if you want to fucking search for it. I'm not going to give you all the answers.
Hulu, I think.
Maybe Hulu. But it was scary, but like it was like ingenious the way that they did that shit. It was really cool. But then I was like, you know what? I've hated country music my entire life. I found this song a couple of years ago. Mackenzie showed it to me called Tennessee Whiskey. And it was this song by, I want to say Chris Stapleton, but I might be completely tweaking on that.
I don't know who sings it.
It's Chris Stapleton for sure. Tennessee whiskey. Hold up. You're a sweet strawberry wine. I'm gonna get copyrighted.
It's Chris Stapleton.
I'm gonna get copyrighted because I sound just like him, dude. YouTube's gonna fucking hate me for this. But I figured out that I like that song, and I was like, you know what? There's gotta be more shit out there. So I did some searching, and Mackenzie and I watched this movie called Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix. He played the Joker and also played that one dude in Signs who had the baseball bat whenever he fucking cut the fingers underneath the door, the alien. I know you know what I'm talking about. The butter knife underneath the door and he fucking shows the thing. But he played Johnny Cash so beautifully. I don't know Johnny Cash personally, but like that's what I think Johnny Cash would act like. So, but I was like, he's got a lot of fucking songs that I didn't know were his. Like Ring of Fire, obviously I knew, but Mackenzie and I talked about this. I only knew Johnny Cash because of the movie Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, because he like does the Evel Knievel thing where he like rides up and then goes to the rings of fire, and then he lands on the other side.
There's one ring of fire.
Oh, I thought it was multiple with semi trucks. We gotta rewatch that.
I wanna pull this off.
Do not pull the plastic protection off of that.
Why?
Cause it's so cool.
It's meant to get taken off.
Don't pull it off. What are you doing? That's step number 1 of owning electronics. Don't pull it off until you're ready.
Pull it off. I'm ready.
Stop. Don't pull it off.
I pulled some off the washing machine.
Wait. Recently?
Yeah, I found I was like, ooh.
Oh, that shit's so nice. The best is the fucking phone, dude. The one that folds over.
No.
So nice.
It's not as nice. Like, this would be nice.
Yeah, one that's like a little bit
like ones
adhesive.
with big pieces of glass, like microwaves.
Yeah, like slightly adhesive. Those are nice. But yeah, it's kind of a stressful time right now. Back to the country music thing though. Before I get on that, we really enjoy country music now. We're kind of taking a deep dive into like old stuff and new stuff and kind of mashing it together. That's why I want to get a guitar though, is that I can learn fucking country songs and be that weird dude at every party who has a guitar and breaks it out every second and goes. But it's a weirdly stressful time right now because Mackenzie and I are about to finish college and also maybe start new careers and also maybe move out of state away from our families. So, 2 minutes left. Less than probably. But we've just been kind of stressing about that and kind of working through that like logistically and like emotionally and shit. Listen real quick. Listen very closely. Oh, you woke him up. We might have caught some of it actually. So whenever Opie's having a bad dream, he breathes like and he twitches his paws and it's so cute. You gotta put it back on your shirt.
Why?
Because it's too close.
I'm just not gonna talk the rest of the time.
Just keep it a little bit far away. That was way too loud. Just like boom.
I'm just gonna.
There you go. But yeah, it'll all work out in the end. We're just we're gonna go have fun. We've been working way too hard, and we're gonna have fun tonight and tomorrow. So you should have fun too. Even though sorry, that sounded like I was about to end the podcast. You should go have fun because I know. You should go have fun because you work way too hard to not have a good fucking day, to not have a good night at least. Go have fun with your friends. Go bowling. Play darts, play the guitar, learn something new. Listen to this podcast or share it with a friend as well.
Okay, if they're at this part, they've already listened to it.
Shit. Listen, I'm going to get better at telling you that stuff in the beginning because I'm so bad about telling you guys before the podcast actually starts. So I'll work on that, but you work on being happy, okay? That's the goal. That's the goal for next week. I'm holding you accountable, okay? And even though you're slightly overweight, we still love you. Okay? Go have fun. Bye.
Bye.